Farm Bureau created the Friend of Agriculture Award to honor those individuals in the Mississippi legislature who have supported agriculture and rural citizens with their work at the state capitol. Preston Sullivan represents Calhoun, Chickasaw, and Pontotoc counties in the Mississippi House of Representatives. He will be starting his 9th session in January, and he's chairman of the House Agriculture Committee. Chairman Sullivan was very instrumental in helping Farm Bureau and other interested organizations stop an immigration bill that would have been very detrimental to farmers.
I remember well about when we debated that bill. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I made a speech on the House floor against it. And I was one of the 47 people on the House floor that voted no on that bill. And it was for economic reasons mainly. I knew what it was going to do to the specialty crop people. And it kind of fell on over into construction. It fell into the poultry industry, concrete folks, bricklayers, all kinds of different segments of our economy. And that's something I think that the folks up on the river at the Potomac in Washington should handle, and it's their deal. It's not our job to put a fence up around Mexico. It's their deal.
Agritourism is an industry that's been growing by leaps and bounds recently, and a bill was passed last session with Chairman Sullivan's help that gave some liability help to farmers with agritourism operations.
We went through a few bumps, but it's something that's going to be good for our state. Sure is. It's going to be good. First thing it does is increases revenue. It's another source of income. By people being informed, how are you going to inform people any better when you inform their children? When you take the children on the tour, they're going to tell their mother what a good time they had and what they saw and what they learned that day. And mother's going to tell dad, And so those kinds of things like that is just a good way to promote agriculture.
Chairman Sullivan is also helpful in keeping our land-grant institutions funded.
It's very important to keep them funded because they are the people that do the research and everything that keeps us going in agriculture to make agriculture better. That's one way we can keep up with things. Back 20 years ago, a good yield in soybeans was probably 25, 30 bushels to the acre. Now that's not so good. So those averages have increased dramatically now through the efforts of these folks.
The 2012 recipient of the Friend of Agriculture Award in the House of Representatives is Chairman Preston Sullivan.
Even though I can't see any of you, that's my first time to be in the movies, thanks to Mr. Gibson and Samantha Newman. But I would like to say that I enjoyed my association with Farm Bureau. I've been associated with Farm Bureau for all my life since I've been farming, and have a good relationship with Mr. Knight and Samantha over in Government Affairs at the Capitol. And I have a good vice chairman by the name of Bill Paget who helps me out a lot. And I enjoy my association and work with Senator Hudson and Senator Russell Jolly over in the Senate. But folks, I learned one time last year, I think at the Dixie National, I made a mistake of not mentioning my wife. So I'm not going to make that mistake again after having to build a swimming pool and a few other things. So she's out in the audience too, and I want to thank her. And I appreciate just being here with you, and this means a lot to me. Thank you very much.